Hello, traders. Today is Wednesday. It's July 26th. And before I begin, here's a disclaimer. Any comments made during this live stream should not be taken as an order to enter any trades. I do not provide any type of signal services whatsoever. This live stream is strictly for educational purposes only to illustrate how I trade the VWAP strategy that I teach my students. Any past performance is not indicative of future results. So with that said, see what's going on with the market right now, and looks like there's the big opening headed down. But again, this is the big move. I'm probably would just wait maybe one trade because of what the FOMC that's going to be happening at 2 p.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. Thursday here in the Philippines. And I don't know if I'll be awake to trade it, but I'll see how this session goes. I'll see. So what I have here, I'll be trading MNQ. Trading, I have here the 2-minute and the 5-minute chart on MNQ. For me, I just don't like I'm trading a $25,000, both a funded account and another evaluation, because I love these $25,000 evaluations. Anyways, before I begin, here's my trader's prayer. Heavenly Father, I come before you today seeking your guidance and peace in my trading as I utilize these charts. I acknowledge that you are the ultimate source of wisdom, and I humbly ask for your discernment, insight, and understanding. As you said in James chapter 1, verse 5, if we lack the divine wisdom, we should come to you and ask for divine wisdom, and you will give it to us, since you are a generous God, and you will not rebuke us for asking. So, Father God, I come and I surrender the outcomes of my trades into your hands. Help me to trust in your sovereignty and to find peace in knowing that you are in control, since you are a sovereign God. Guard my heart against fear, greed, and impatience, and grant me a peace of discernment and sound judgment. Also, please guide me to make compelling trading choices that align with my goals and my trading plan. Give me the wisdom to resist impulsive actions. Remind me that my worth is found in knowing and serving you, Lord, and that financial success is not the ultimate measure of my success or my identity. My identity isn't found in you, Lord Jesus. May I be a good steward of the resources that you have entrusted to me by using them wisely and only for your glory and your kingdom, Lord, not my glory. It's all for your glory, and to give back your blessings to those who are in need. Again, guide my steps, protect me from harm, and lead me according to your will and not my will. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. So again, we saw this move here. What I'm looking for is really a pullback. We're already down at the -3 deviation here, which is really the outer band. Really, the outer outskirts are basically saying it's already oversold. Now we just want to see what it's going to do here. Sometimes I like trading the 5-minute. Really, it takes away a lot of noise. Even though the 2 minutes is good, it just lets me know where I am at, especially when I'm trading this MBoxWave. Now, the students I have who are watching or who are you trading the VWAP, they don't have the MBoxWave. They just have the levels that I provide with them, and also the trade signals that you see here, and that's what they trade off. And it's for them, it's working consistently. So they don't need the MBoxWave. I use it for my when I see some what's that called? Lot of confluences, right? If there's a lot of confluences, this basically confirms it. The MBoxWave. Hello, Rand Wolf. Hello, Get Low. So again, not expecting that much because we're going to be, most of these traders are going to be waiting to see what happens on the FOMC, and a lot of traders expecting another rate hike in interest rates. But the thing is, they're wondering if this is going to be the last one. There's some speculation that it might be the last one, but then again, there's some others, so they're going to continue doing this until the end of the year. Again, I don't trust those economic numbers that's being reported in the economic reports. They're whatchamacallit, they're being tweaked, manipulated to reflect what they want to reflect, but in reality, that's not what the economy is showing. So be leery about what they show and those what it is. Listen, don't follow what they say, but watch what they do. That's the most important thing, because most of these people are deceivers, right? They want to manipulate you into something, just like what's going on in crypto. All these these big whales, right? Who are saying, oh, they don't like Bitcoin and all that, so they got rid of most of the retail traders who are in Bitcoin. They themselves invested in Bitcoin when the price was just right. So that's what I'm saying. They just manipulate whatever they want to do. So the same thing with the markets. I just trade what I see, right? What I see in the chart, and that's it. And that's what I like about day trading. You don't have to be in the market for so long. We're in and out. We make our profit target every day and just be consistent with that. We don't try to guess where the market is going to go. We just react to what we see, right? Hi, Coach. Who's that? I only see you as a Facebook user. Let me go on my mobile phone and see who's that. Hold on. So, anyways, see now you can see it's kind of just slowing down here. So, let me see here, and I will find out who's saying that. Let me see here. Oh, Rich. Hey, Richie. Glad to join. Glad to see you in this trade room. Are you trading as well, or you'll be trading later, Richie? Again, later is going to be the FOMC, so that's around what 2 a.m. Here in the Philippines, and there in Macau, same time. So between 2 and 2:30, I'd I'd probably trade the last hour of the session, which is around 3, to see how the market reacts off that FOMC. And usually you have good trade setups then. But again, I don't know if I'll be awake. Again, if we can make profit here, then I'll probably not trade during the 2 a.m. So let's see here. What we're seeing here is now we're seeing the pullback that we expect. You just want to see how far of a pullback this is going to be. You can see here we have sell signals here in the 2-minute and also in the 5-minute right here. So if I get a buy signal here, we get an SP in the 5-minute. That's basically an algo, meaning spring. That's a spring algo, meaning strong signal to go long. But I'm not going to go long since we're below the VWAP. Again, it's testing the VWAP. Let's see if it's going to hit the VWAP. Well, also what we have here is a 50 EMA. Let's see if it's going to test the 50 EMA and come back down. That's what I'm looking to see. So right now on the MBox here, it's showing me some. You can see here, this is demand. The teal colors, those are demand. So we've still decreased in demand. You can see from 106 to now at 42. Also decreased in supply from 274 to 124. Made this big move, but you see this big move, it only took 120 minus 124, where this small move here only took a lot more. So this was less effort with a bigger result, right? That's what it's saying. It took less effort to make this move than it did this move. It took a lot more effort to make this small move, but it took less effort to make this big move. See that? Minus 124 only. So this is what I see. This is a good pullback. I just want to see where I can enter in this pullback. I'm trading 5 contracts. I don't have to make a lot of trades. I only maybe 1 or 2 trades that'll be done, depending on how big that trade is. So let's see. Now this peach here, see this peach? It's also same here on the 5-minute. This is the weekly. That's the weekly VWAP. So let's see. Well, I'll put this in mute and we'll see how where's a good entry here. Again, I don't explain in detail my entries. I only do that with my students. I have another live trade room that I do with my students. I explain all my entries there. But I'm just basically explaining this. This is a pullback, and a lot of people trade the pullback, right? So let's see. We get a move here. I'm seeing right here. Now we're getting a, now we have in the cumulative delta, we're now in the green here rather than below. So, and we have a triple algo here right now, meaning triple algo on the demand. So this may continue going up, testing this VWAP up here. Okay, so let me put this on mute and see what's going to happen here. Okay. So we lost that triple algo because of this big strong move to the downside. I just don't like this where we have some um, this cumulative delta is up to upside. I'd rather have that below the zero line.
Order submitted.
See, that's what I said. It's going to go back up, but most likely that's just a tease. That's going to be a test because now we see this decreasing, right? And we see our MACD here hasn't really crossed the average, the MACD average. We're still well below the zero line, but this crosses, and you can see the histogram is also decreasing in terms of down and may start going up. So again, we'll see. I just have it here. It's not been filled, but just have it there just in case. We're getting a buying imbalance with this, a triple algo to the upside. But again, I'm not going to take a long. I still don't have a long signal. See, when I trade up, I don't. It's based on probabilities, confluences. I don't just take a trade for the sake of trading. I have to be very selective, and that's how one has to be. Not just trade like having a machine gun and firing all at once, trying to hit a target. You want to be more of a sniper, you know, not where you have a machine gun just pepper all your trades, but hopefully get a long trade, right, or get a good trade. So you see these numbers. This is zero. So we have, we're seeing demand here going from 106 to 58 to zero. A decrease in demand, but also a decrease in supply. So they don't know. So, but this is right here is showing me that now we have a cumulative delta to the downside. Now we're close to crossing this average right here, the right down here, the MACD average. If it does that, there's a propensity to go up. So let's see. Not quite crossing it. It's right at the line, but here in the 5 minutes, we're well below the average. Again, we're still well below the VWAP. Here's the VWAP right here, right there. We're right now at the -1 deviation. Getting some selling algos here. These pounds or these pound signs, these are what we call stooges. You see these red dots. This is the basically the daily ATR. So this is the daily ATR low. We've hit it. Now expect this. We usually expect it bounces off here. We'll probably get to the VWAP, test that again, and then try to get above here to the ATR high. Let's see if they do that now. Again, like I said, we'll see what happens here at the 50 EMA as well as the VWAP. You look at the 5 minute, you can see here also we're hitting the ATR, right? ATR low of the day, and here's your ATR high of the day. So now we have a buy signal, but you see it bounced off that VWAP. But I don't want to see if this is a temporary bounce off and will continue going up. Again, like I said, we tested all the way down to the -3 deviation, which is basically the, this oversold. Now we're trying to see if it's going to go test. Once we do that, will it test up here, the ATR high? So that's what it looks like it's trying to do, because what we have here is what the cumulative delta on the upside here. We're also seeing this, right? We're also seeing the 5-minute about to cross, not yet crossed, but we also decrease in the cumulative delta on the 5-minute. You're seeing triple algos here to the upside. See this buying imbalance as well as in the 5-minute. So I might just take this trade here.
Order canceled.
And get into here.
Order submitted.
Gives a good signal here with triple algos. We have the pullback, the three of the stooges, and also a buying imbalance.
Order filled.
So let me show here on my trading chart trader here. I have the dollar value here, but on this one I show you the points. So I usually don't look at the dollar value. I'm usually looking at the points. Because for beginner traders, a lot of people get influenced by the dollar value. Well, I'm just really focused on the points.
Connection lost.
So somehow I lost connection. No, that's Rhythmic or Ninja Trader.
Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
Just bring this up and down here. So I don't want to get chopped out here. Let's see what they're gonna do here. So basically what they're doing is again ranging between the -1 deviation, and that's what they're gonna be doing until the 2 a.m. Hopefully they try to bring this down. I just don't like this again right here. See this? Because now we have a cumulative delta to the upside, but my 5 minute is still showing down. And sometimes I get into these trades where it's going against, I should just wait to see where they really want to take this. Because I don't have a sell signal here. I have a sell signal on the 5 minute, but not on the 2 minute yet. Because here we're not going below the MACD is not below the average here, so this may continue going up. That's where it looks like it. And see, that's why I hate I might have to reduce my number of contracts there. And that's what they're doing. They basically hit the -1 here, and now they're going to try to bounce off here to the minus to maybe up here. They're not even getting it up to here. So they're going to test the VWAP once again. I just want to see where they close this. Yeah, see, there's an increase there. I'm going to get out of this trade.
Order
Once
filled.
I see this, see here comes the buyers now. Here come the buyers. And this don't make sense because we have some demand here, but then we have a lot of supply coming in, and now we're having a lot more demand. So I don't know what they're gonna try to do here. Again, we're still getting a sell signal. We're not getting a buy signal on the 5 minute. However, on the there we finally got one. Spoke too soon. But then again, you have this, you have this cumulative delta still to the downside on the 5 minute. However, it's strong here in the 2 minute. So again, some type of conflict, right? But at least now we have buy signals on both. So what I'm seeing here again, it looks like it's choppy. I want to get something here where it's passed. There's our channel. Again, look at this increase in cumulative delta, but it's really going nowhere. So we have a lot of effort, but no result. A lot of effort, but no result. And you can see the MACD here is getting closer and closer. You see the histogram is decreasing, right? And so what we see here, we have a divergence. We see this histogram going down while this histogram, the cumulative delta, is going up. Yeah, Randolph, I have Ninja Trader, but it's connected to, well, I'm trading with VWAP right here. I'm connected with Rhythmic, right? Yeah, exactly. Waldo, correct. There's divergences between the histogram and cumulative delta. Exactly. Well, Waldo, you have the MBoxWave, right? I'm assuming you do, since you know you see the histogram. Yeah. So in the histogram, you see the decrease here, right? While you see the increase in the cumulative delta. So there is a divergence, but at the same time, this is increasing. We're not getting any results here. So there's a lot of, right? There's a lot of, but no, no result. A lot of effort, but no result. Again, we're within this channel right now, and that's what they're going to be doing. Like I said, until the FOMC, and that's why a lot of people are not trading this until maybe. Yeah, I don't. I took on my X space. I usually have. That's why I replace it with a MACD, with a moving MACD average. I want to see how it reacts with the average. Once the MACD crosses that average, we're getting the same thing on here. See that? It also coincides with the cumulative delta almost. So we're going to be ranging here, especially when you're at the VWAP and the minus between the -1 deviation and the +1. That's usually where they range it, and that's what we're gonna. Looks like that's what we're doing right now. Once you see a breakout, you just wait for the breakout, and that's why you have to be patient. And usually when they break that out, you'll easily get 50 points. And right now I'm down on 300. But I'm not trading my funded account. I usually don't trade it, especially on FOMC. So just be patient. I'll put this back on mute. We'll see what happens here. They're just ranging this right now.
Order submitted.
So I'm basically just entering the 5 minute. 2 minute has a lot of noise, so I'm looking at the 5 minute chart.
Order filled. Stop filled.
Man, that just went all the way back up again. Look at that. And we got delay there. I was trying to move it up. See this, stop it in there, but that's okay. Look at that. Again, it basically that was a bull bear trap right there. Typical bear trap. And like you said, Walter, that was the range, and what they hit that. there's your one tick. They basically hit yours. They anticipating a lot of breakout traders, and that's exactly what they did. And again, I don't know why I took that trade based on I had a buy signal already. I don't have a sell signal, and that's exactly what they did. That was a bear trap. So what I'm looking for here, since we have a buy signal, I'm probably looking for a again. But the thing is, I don't want to get a buy here because why on the 5 minute we're seeing the cumulative delta on the downside. That was that was a really not a really good trade to take that one. Because I was still having a buy signal. So again, we're in that range. And that'd probably be, I think I'll probably wait until it's only 10:30. We'll see what happens at 11:30. Like this in the 5 minute, we're getting a selling imbalance. It's very powerful on a 5 minute chart to see this selling imbalance, or if you see a buying imbalance, you can see we don't see any, but we have a selling imbalance happened here as well. What happened there? Look, it went all the way down here. So it's very these algos on the 5 minutes powerful, especially when you have this what we call a selling imbalance.
Order submitted.
You can selling imbalances on the 5 minute and on the 5 minute here, and also on the 2 minute. You see what they did? So now you have a lower low here. Once they hit the lower low, they brought it back up.
Order filled.
So the trade I took here is very, and it's an aggressive trade, and because, like for example, I think the ones who are my students, like, um, I usually take a trade wherever the bar closes, and right now it's not closing below that -1 deviation. So this is more of an aggressive trade. And the reason I took this aggressive trade is because I'm looking at the cumulative delta where it's increasing. That's the reason I took it. But right now, if I'm being conservative in terms of what I teach my students, I would not be in a trade yet. I have to confirm on where this bar is going to close to tell you the truth. Like we have 22 seconds left in this bar now. It depends on where this is going to close. Let's see if it closes where it's supposed to close. And if it does, that's where usually an entry, a valid entry. My entry is not valid, so it's more an aggressive trade. Now here's the valid entry. Looks like we have 4 seconds left on the bar, on the 2-minute bar I'm talking about. And there we are. There's your valid entry. Some of you guys are asking how do I determine my target? Well, based on the deviation levels, and also the daily ATR. So now we're at the -2, but you can see where did we get as far down as here. Now it's going to try to test this, and most likely it's going to try to break it. We have strong momentum to the downside, and we'll see how it reacts off this low of the day. This is the low of the day right here. Let's see if it's going to come here, break it, and come back up. And if it does, it probably just test up here and then can come back down. So right now we're at the -2. Let me test up here and then come back down. Again, these are all based on the deviation levels of the VWAP. And also the ATR, the daily ATR. And see, we're getting double algos, the basically a selling imbalance every time it pulls back, which is a strong signal that it will continue. And see, on the 5-minute now, we have a total control. That's a very powerful signal in terms of the algos, in terms of MBoxWave. So again, here we broke remember, like I said, we broke this low. It's always going to always bounce off that, probably test up here or even here and come back down. And if you're looking at the supply here, look at this. When it got to this level, we only had the 1 minus 124. We're already at 266. An increase in supply, and you can see this. We're increasing in the cumulative delta in both the 2-minute and also the 5-minute. Strong histogram on both the 2-minute and the 5-minute. And so I might just have to adjust my take profit here. So this may continue. I'm just seeing if there's a level down here where it can probably hit. Probably not. Looking for a pivot level, but I'll leave this first one here because that's at least $400. And I'll leave it where I'll just leave it there. I don't want to be that greedy because it seems like there's a level down here. See this? We have a pivot down here. I don't know if it's going to get that far. Usually when it gets to 50 points, that's good enough for me. It gets to 60, that's around there. Take profit. Well, the one here is 155.60. 155. Oh, you already hit your profit, right? You already hit your profit target. I'll push it down again. My first take profit there is around 50 points. It usually, with a strong trend like this, you can easily get to 50 points. Now, can you get more than that? Maybe the most you probably get is maybe 60, unless it's really strong. But based on the deviation levels, that's basically the outer band, and it doesn't really get pass really that much. It does sometimes, depending on the strength of the momentum. See, we're getting those double algos right here. That's still powerful. Sell, a pullback, selling imbalance. Again, on here we have that total control in the 5-minute. So there it is. Oh man, it went further down. You know, I was thinking around 60 points. I'd probably get to 60 points. So there it is. That's my trade. That was the trade I was looking for. I just didn't want to get stopped out too much. And that's why I had to really refrain. So basically I broke even. That whole trade just broke even, but that's better. I'd rather have that than be down. So right here. See, now you can see it's going to go down. It probably gets 60 points. I might see where I can enter that. Let's see. I don't know. So that whole trade right here, again, 3, 4, 5 contracts I traded. It's 3, 4, around 500 some dollars. I was down at 488. You can see now at break even at $42. I'll take that. Now, if I want to take a trade and scalp it for, you know, without moving my profit targets, I'll take that. That's around 200. I'll take that on a $25,000 account. So what time is it? Around 11 o'clock? Yeah. They're going to be waiting. They're going to be not moving. Let's see. We see a pullback here. Let's see the pullback. Again, let's see if we can trade maybe 11. Oh, look at this. It's coming down. It is going after this pivot here. I don't want to be trading this. It's almost like catching a falling knife. Look at this. It's strengthening. Look at that. Everything going down strong. And I don't want to be trading this. This is like catching a falling knife. So if I'm going to trade something here or enter, it would be probably a pullback as usual. And you know what the pullbacks are? The students, I don't know, is he still here? What's his name? I gotta see. Is that you still here? Let me see here. Yeah, Richie, you still here? You know what? You know, you usually know what the entry is to get back in here. I don't usually catch this one. It's a falling knife. So you shorted two also, Waldo, right? So you were profitable as well. Good. Yeah, this is going down. Then you got more than 60 points on this thing. You're going after 100 points, it looks like here. Where's the sell? We got a sell right here. Yeah, where are we at here right now? Yeah, 78 points, man. This is going for 100 points. Again, looks like the target here is at the pivot. That's why I was looking for where's the pivot. And I should have just targeted my last contract there. Look at that, it's just going down. It's going to be testing that pivot. This one, you see this red dash here, that's the minus on the weekly. Yeah, that's the -2 deviation on the weekly VWAP. So it's either going to be targeting here or down here by the pivot. Now, for me to enter something, like I said, I don't want to be catching a falling knife. I'm not that desperate. You want to have a high probability trade where it pulls back and comes back down. That's a better, higher probability trade rather than trying to catch this, because you'll end up having a big drawdown. So I'll just let it go by. You know, whatever it does here. go down. So it gets to 100 points. I'd have been on this one contract that have been $200, and I've been happy with that. But again, I'm going to try to be greedy here. Just took whatever we got. The 50 points. That's already at 89 points right now. So the 100 points would be around here. Right there would be good. So right off at the -2 deviation. Right? So we kind of have a slight pullback here. I want to see a bigger pullback than that. There it is. That's a bigger pullback.
Order submitted.
I don't know about your long there, Randolph. You're at 155.47. Dangerous move. Probably go for a scalp, but what's your profit target, Randolph? You can see there's a lot less demand. You can see here 110 to 25. So you had 155.47. So basically, you're already in this trade. Where's your profit target? Hmm. And you might, that may be good right here. On the 5 minute, looks like it's good. We're getting a buying imbalance right there. But I just don't like this. There's some what you call it, divergence going with the cumulative delta. Yeah, you got your first. Okay. How many contracts are you trading, Randolph? So you can see we're decreasing in our cumulative delta on the 2 minute, but here in the 5 minute we're increasing. Yeah, we do have a double. I mean, we have a buying imbalance here, but again, our it's not really. It's only 38 as compared to 110 before the prior swing up. Yes, we are definitely decreasing here. You might get your hit your second target there. We'll see. But I don't usually trade against the trend. So this is definitely, we have a strong trend to the downside. This is just pulling back to the Fibonacci's. A good healthy pullback would be around the 50% of the 61.8, well below the VWAP. So you can see now you can see the what demand is increasing, which is good. You probably hit your second target. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you hit your target. So you actually did pretty good in that trade. Well, we get a strong up thrust signal here. But even though we have here on the 5 minute a selling imbalance, but it looks like we're just see what happens here. Yeah, see, increasing in demand right now. Not quite as much as that, but again, it's probably getting to the fib pullback here. P3 hit. Good job. Good trade. Randolph, you also have the Xbox or the Xbox, the MBox. There we have a buy signal now. But not yet significant for me yet. Again, this we get we're getting a control dot here, but not the big one. We're the medium. That's a medium sized control dot on the 2 minute. Produces a buying signal right there. Again, it's not too compelling it for me to take that trade as a long yet. Ah, well, thank you for being in the room, Randolph. You can see now you have a triple algo going on the long side, right? Right now it's not compelling enough for me to take a long yet because we're definitely still below the VWAP here. Oh, that's why That's why your profit targets and ticks. You're trading NQ, not M and Q. Good job. I think it was a good trade. If I was going to enter that, I would have been right here at the break of the swing. You're getting the higher lows, right? And then you break this swing here. That would have been my entry right here, going up. But I'm scared here what's going to happen here if I took that trade. How many points is that right now? But took it there. At least right there. If I want to get up to there, that's at least, yeah, I would hit my first target at least. which would I'll be in profit right now. That'd be a good, but hard for me to take something this one where it's really going against the trend. There is a specific level where I'm going to take this buy, which I tell my students based on really on where the bar closes. Right now we're getting a triple algo here to the upside, and you can see here on the cumulative delta is also decreasing. It's almost close to above zero, and we're getting some momentum here on the histogram. It really depends on what happens here, how they close the bar here in terms of the -1 deviation. Again, we're getting a lot of support here going to the upside because we're getting these triple algos. And here we are. So now we finally above the zero line here in the cumulative delta. And the reason this 5-minute here is still short is most likely it's going to try to hit the VWAP up here. If it goes past the VWAP, it'll probably give a long signal. Where you have a long signal here in the 2-minute, again, I'm waiting for a particular entry that I'm looking for to get long. Let me take out the shorts, no longer
Order canceled.
applicable. But good job in your trade, Randall. Yeah, I was considering about this because we get it comes back down to the swing here. We're getting higher swing. You're getting higher lows. And we'll break this swing here. That would have been a great entry coming in. I would have hit my first target. Yeah, followed by strong buy delta. Strong buy delta. Oh, what you're looking at? You use a 1-minute chart. It must have a strong buy delta there on the 1-minute. Is that correct? I'm assuming you're trading on 1-minute chart. So now we're going to get delta here. So now you see this. We're going to increase on the buy on the 2-minute chart, right? So now I'm looking for maybe a possible entry here. Okay. So you see the decrease here in the delta. Is that what you're saying? The decrease in the selling. So now what I like about this now, it's really, I have a positive delta here as well here. Not much momentum here on the histogram. Pull back with MACD staying above the line also. Right. Because of this, it's staying above the average, right? That's a good indicator. In fact, yeah. When you see that, and also decreasing here on the cumulative delta, that's a good move. That's a good trade. Now here we're getting triple algos here going on here. No, there is no specific video. Not a lot of people, they only trade the VWAP. They don't trade the deviations. So if you see the videos on 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 YouTube, they only just basically your typical bounce off the VWAP and that's about it. But they don't hardly speak about the deviation levels. There's a few, right? But other than that, most of them who try to trade the VWAP is basically based on that VWAP, not the deviation levels. So right now, what I'm waiting for this setup for me to take along. Then we're approaching the 0 line here on the MACD on the 2 minute. While in the 5 minute, we're approaching the medium, right? That's a good signal that it would. Yeah. Exactly. I use the deviation levels, another confluence. Really, the confluence that I use of the VWAP is the MBoxWave. But mostly, if I don't have the MBoxWave, it's usually price action, right? Based on the swings, right? You have higher here, you're getting higher. You're getting higher lows from here to here, right? So here we go. So this is what I'm looking for in terms of a possible trade entry right here. I'm just looking for right here the 5 minute. Just trying to time my entry here. So basically hit the 61, look at 61.8 retracement, right? So now it's bouncing that off. Now I don't know if it's going to be a strong bounce off. Nope, that's not my, not enough for my trade to the upside. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't. Again, we're getting these triple algos here, right? See that? That's strong. So I might even consider taking a trade up here somewhere, but let's see. I only need one more trade to get me up. Right now, I'm around break even. I'm up maybe 47. Let me see what it says here with the commissions. I am up with the commissions at $13.20. We can get one trade here. I'll be happy. And quit it for the day until lunchtime, until 2 a.m. Again, I don't know when we'll be trading that or not. It's 11:47, so maybe 10 minutes left in this trade room, but usually if I can if I do enter a trade, I'll wait for the either the closing of that trade either by a stop loss or a profit target. So what I'm seeing here right now, based on that, again, triple angles here. Again, it's battling against this Fibonacci retracement at 61.8.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Yeah, well, it's hard for you to see, especially if you don't have VWAP, because these numbers you see on MBox really it complements or it complements the VWAP levels. And you can see in the 2 minute and the 5 minute we have buying. We're seeing buying imbalances there. But at the same time, you can see on the 2 minute we have You see the cumulative delta still strong. However, the histograms are not that strong. It's lunchtime. That's the reason why you won't get enough. That's why I had to lower down my expectation here on my profit target right at the VWAP. Because there's not that much momentum or volatility right now because, again, it's lunchtime and we're approaching that 2 a.m. most likely. These traders are going to lunch, getting ready for the FOMC. You might go for one more push up, and that's about it. Again, the push up is maybe to the VWAP. I don't think it has enough momentum to get through the VWAP. No, it's not that sharp. It's not that sharp. Hmm. I wonder if the pixels on this is I'm using a StreamYard, right? I wonder how does it compare with Zoom. Maybe Zoom is a lot sharper. Randolph, you trading with VWAP at all, or no? Or you just with? Yeah, I am too. I don't know how much of a push, but at least up to the VWAP. Because as you can see, volatility is kind of waning. Can you see we're getting buying imbalances there on both the 2 minute and the 5 minutes? So yeah, expecting the push up, but how much of a push up is the question. Again, I'm expecting at least to the VWAP there. That's at least 20 points. Randall, if you trade with the VWAP, or you just basically trading with just the MBox? Okay. So your VWAP is anchored on that session start. So it's an RTH VWAP, right? Rather than ETH. Or using an ETH VWAP. When you mentioned session start, is this the RTH session or the ETH session when it starts? The VWAP that I use here is ETH. Oh, okay. Both they by the end of the day they're almost on top of each other. You usually see the gap at the opening of the RTH session, right? But as the day goes by, and as the day moves forward, it basically closes that gap. So now we're getting a triple algo in the 5 minute. Yeah, just taking its time to get pushed to the view up at least. Yeah, 20 points apart. Let's see what happens when FOMC by the end of the day around 3:30. Let's see how far apart they are. Oh, okay. So it's around lunchtime. I'm just waiting for this trade to close. To tell you the truth, that's why I'm just in this trade. I want to get at least at 20 points. At least I'll be up at what, 100? At least $100. I'll take that $100 at least as profit. Yeah, Pep, it's not the best. I'm just trying to close this trade out. I'm trying to get this 20 points here and I'll be done. Like Pep, I was down. I was able to get break even. I just want to make a little profit here, or maybe $100. But you can see he's trying to push. It's not going to get that much. Not that much. Not much momentum. Gonna try again. I don't think it has enough momentum to hit to go past that. Uh, to go past that VWAP. So we have a double top on 2 minute. Let's see if we can push enough to get to the VWAP. Yeah, Pep Dax is what? Is that? I think that's like in the afternoon here in the Philippines. That's why it's really good for me if I'm going to trade Dax. But I had to buy another exchange to get that data, or another subscription to buy get that data for DAX, because it's not traded in the CME. What data is that? The CBOE or something? I don't know. No, it depends. I'm right now. I'm using I have two different funding firms, Apex and Bullnox. And for Apex, I think you had to. Well, I don't know. I had to check if that's all. I don't know. I need to buy an additional data feed for that. I don't know. Let me check. Because in Apex, it says already I can trade FTX. I just have to find out what data what data feed it's coming from what exchange. So here, like I said, it's been like it's a week. Now we're getting on the 2 minute here. Yeah, Urex. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. So here we're getting a up thrust here, which let's see if we can work past that because we're getting a double. We're getting a buying again. We see this. We have two buying imbalances, and we're increasing in the demand. Let's see if we can get one more push. Look at this. We just barely got past that top there, so we can get one more push here. But it looks like it's trying to get down. Let's see if we can get one more push at that VWAP. There's your triple algo on the 5 minute, right? Let's see if we can get pushed that one. We get 20 points. 79. Let's get to 89 here. 99.50. Oh, I think it would have had 20 points if I just brought it down further. Too bad I didn't. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I can add that. I just have to get the data. That's it. Because right now I'm using a CME. Okay, I don't quite like this. See, this we're approaching the average here in the MACD. This may just continue going down now. Let's see.
Stop filled.
No momentum, like I said. Should have not really reached the VWAP on here. Well, I mean, try it here maybe, but I just don't want to get any more losses. Anyways, that's it for me. Here we are. Not that much. Just added a few more dollars. That's about it. And hell, look at that. 64.50. That's about it. Not quite 100. With commissions, my net is around 28.50, and that's about it. Again, this is a strong algo signal right here. You have an up thrust, and now you have triple algos right there. Maybe I can get this. For a scalp at least. Because most likely this is just going to get down to here, the -1 deviation, and then just come back up. Yeah, I don't want to be this is so slow right now. So I'm going to end it right here. My next trading room is on Friday. Like, at least we're profitable. We'll break even at least. Let me see. Maybe I might take this trade just so I can at least make 100 here. I don't know. I'm decreasing here on the cumulative delta. It looks like we get strong momentum here as compared to here. So let's see. Maybe we might take this.
Order submitted.
For a quick scalp. See, on the 5-minute, we have an increase on the cumulative delta as well. We have a decreasing here.
Order filled.
And there's a sell signal. Okay, so let's see if we can get the scalp here. Yeah, you're right, Randolph. But I think this is there's bigger, stronger momentum now as compared to the one going up. So let's see if we can bring this down all the way down, at least down there. Let's see. If we don't get anywhere by one, I'm gonna close down the trade. But let's see. We want to get this tick straight here more than 10. That's gonna be a lot of buyers block orders coming in if it's more than 10. So let's see. We're at minus 10 right now on NQ. Okay, I'm done. At least I'm in profit. Let me see here. And I'll take that 209.50. See you guys on Friday, okay? See you, Randwolf. And hopefully you're profitable. Who else is here? I only have C people here. Who else? I don't know Pep already left or not, but see you guys there on Friday. And who's yeah, Waldo, I believe he also left. Hopefully you guys are all profitable. My trade would have worked after the pullback as well. See you on Friday. Bye. Stay safe. God bless. Take care. Bye bye.